I'm having to do a lot more diagnostic testing with this setup than I ever thought I'd have to do. The solar panel can't keep up. In fact, so each solar panel only produces 1 joule, basically 1 joule per second. That's not enough. The generator, the furnace generator I have down there, produces 10 a second, so this can't keep up. But if I put this here, this should actually outperform that generator, which will let me disconnect it from the system. I was having some brownouts down there. Either way, this now will work. I actually really like how this blends in with the wood. That's a random thing. Either way, if I head down here, this should be running now pretty smoothly. Uh, the amount of materials I'm actually putting into these solar generators is a bit much, but I need a stable source of power that will let me continue to do this. I'll just let that last coal burn off. But now we're seeing it's actually rising, which is nice. And let's put the rest of this rubber wood in here. But yeah, so now I should be able to actually finish off smelting down a lot more of this than I had. Hang on a second, just gotta finish off this one tin dust, because otherwise it'll just be in the way. But yeah, there we are. So yes, another little bit of debugging there. So now this will all produce, and then I'm gonna see. I really hope that this system actually. Oh look, yes, it's climbing, even with all three running. Uh, let's put this back in there. Actually, I probably need tin more than I need gold. Gold hasn't been a useful material as of yet. But yeah, so this is actually increasing in power, it looks like, or at least staying constant, which is really good. I'm tempted to put another low voltage thing up there. I mean, over the course of time, I'm going to get all of them up there. I don't know how many specifically it is. It might be 16 in total if I do 2 rows. But yeah, so I'm going to have all of them up there so that this will continue to produce power even though while these are running. Oh, look at that. Right at the cusp. But yeah, so I want to get a system of that in place. That way I can actually power some of the mechanized tools that you can create, which is going to be my next step. So I'm going to start building those before I worry about the power. I'm kind of it's diagnostics where I'm going to create something until the system can't support it anymore, and then I'll upgrade the system. So for now, this is working. Also, I believe that these cables can output up to like high voltage, like 512 joules or something. So I might end up if I get that whole line set up with the low voltage, I'm not sure if that'll be an issue. I might have to put like an LV transformer in just to like make sure that things stay cohesive because I do not want this stuff to explode. That would be a really big annoying thing to have happen. But yes, so I'm gonna continue smelting all this down and then make the electronic tools and accompanying items that will help me use those more effectively. So I will be back. So the first tool that I'm gonna make is actually the chainsaw, which functions as an axe as well as a pair of shears, I believe. So if I go like this, there we are. We have the chainsaw. Now, the next one I will make is the drill, which is the equivalent, but as a pickaxe, and I also believe as a shovel. We get this, this, and there we are. Now, this mining drill can also be upgraded with diamonds to become a diamond drill, which makes it work faster and more effectively. Now, the last thing that I want to do is to improve the effectiveness of my ability to use these tools, because I can power them, but over time they will actually run out of power. So what I can make is something called a bat pack, which when charged will actually supply power to the tools as I use them. So to do that, I need another electronic circuit as well as a number of the batteries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we are. And then bat pack is a piece of tin surrounded by the batteries and an electronic circuit. There we are, the Batpack. So now, when this is charged, it will supply power to the chainsaw and to the diamond drill every time I break blocks. And we can actually make this more efficient using something called a solar helmet. This helmet is kind of funny looking, I admit, but what it does, I actually need more wires, don't I? Yes, we are. Wires, and then electronic circuits. Now, if I put these, the coal dust, and glass, I could create a solar panel. And then I need more copper wires because, of course, I do. I always need more. And there we are. Now, if I do this, solar panel, and iron, I can create a solar helmet. This will actually power the Batpack while worn, effectively extending its duration and ability to power things. The other thing I could create are called static boots, which I actually need a piece of wool for. So the static boots are made with copper, iron, and wool. Copper cables, I should clarify. So I'm going to remove my armor. I guess I can keep the legs on, but for clarity's sake. So if I put on the Batpack, the solar helmet, and the static boots, I look very good. Anyhow, we'll go out here. So every 5 blocks traveled, these static boots will power the Batpack, and the solar helmet will also give it power while just standing in the sun. Now, I'm pretty much always going to be out here only when it's sunny. So I can stand here like this and just generate power while running around and working on things. And then, with this power, I can actually break this block, and it will actually put whatever power is in the Batpack into the diamond drill. So now, it will actually work while I'm standing here. So that's pretty good. It's pretty effective. And there we are. So yeah, so now I have these tools. So I can run around and use these. I'll put these up in my chest here. Let's put these here. And I am sad to have gotten rid of these ruby tools. The red and black is really, well, really perfect for me, actually. I should sleep. The red and black is pretty perfect, but for now, I feel like the mechanical tools that I have are going to be more effective and better for what I'm trying to do next. So this actually feels very satisfying, even though I look slightly dumpy in this little helmet and backpack sort of scenario. I should also say that when you pull out the drill, it actually makes a sound. Interesting. But I should also say, you can upgrade this backpack to something called the Lap Pack, which holds more charge. However, that requires lapis and also an advanced circuit, which I can't make this yet. And either way, I'm not sure I will use it. I feel like this is a very temporary measure, which will help me in the interim while I'm still collecting materials for what I want to do next. Oh god, watch this. This is the most satisfying thing ever. Look at how fast these tools fill. That is phenomenal. Just instantly up. And then if I put this in here, I think this can also fill up. It takes a much more though, because this has 6 batteries and these only have 2. But that's fine. Look at that. Bang. Now, I think this should be enough to last me a little bit. Well, I think I may have caused an issue in the system. Just a little one. Here, we'll take a piece of coal to help bolster that. The solar engines can fill it, but they might not be able to keep up when things get a little bit more risky. Either way, these are done. Amazing. So my next goal, to open up the next window of machines that I can do, is to actually go to the nether. Which means that I'm going to need some obsidian. I could also, theoretically, I mean, this seems like this is like a perfect little corridor for it. Maybe I'll just put my portal here, actually, rather than down in the depths of my mine. It's still, like, far enough away that I'll probably be fine So there we are. And let's do this. And oh god, please don't let me die here. Oof, okay. Oh god, why? What was that? Why did it just suddenly explode? Is that another fortress? Let's go. Oh, amazing. Oh gosh, okay. It's a little bit crazy here. Let's see. Nether tin can become tin. Oh wow, okay. So mining in the nether is profitable. Although it did just explode. Let's go like this. Break this. Is that nether iron? Excellent. Alright. Block that up. Okay. Now, thing is, that nether fortress is really, really nicely placed, but I don't actually want to deal with that right now. I could, theoretically, but I don't really have armor on. I'm here actually for glowstone. So I'm gonna get that quickly. But also, nether coal ore. Does this become two? Oh, that's pretty sweet. Okay, hang on. Gosh, I didn't realize the nether would be so lucrative. I didn't realize nether ores even existed in this version. I'm I'm so I'm so out of touch. I haven't played Tekkit in so long that I forgot what was in it, but also what wasn't in it. It's just amazing, actually, the amount of things available. Let's do this. Okay, sweet, good. Hopefully. Wow, you're a scary lad, aren't you? Alright, I am gonna ignore that. Don't come towards me. We won't have any issues. It looks like the nether fortress actually connects up here, which is really nice. Let's see. Glowstone. Yes, yes, yes. You know, a smarter method that I could have probably used would probably be to have built like a platform underneath this and then broken it like that. But I'm not that worried. I think anything that I don't get will fall down there and then I can grab it. So I kind of just want to get in and out of here as quick as I possibly can without disturbing the denizens. Let's just drop out. Okay. That's fine. Ooh. Ooh, he's interested, and I'm not. He wants something. Why is this one guy upset with me? Look, look, boss. I got nothing for you. He's still being weird. Got close then, but it didn't actually seem to hit me. So I wonder if there's something strange going on there. Either way, let's get out of here quickly, please. Maybe I should actually build like a house around the nether portal. Something to keep it safe. Oh, Jesus, what was that sound? What the hell? Okay. Well, whatever. I still hear fire, but now I've got the spoils of war. So, excellent. And it's getting late out, so I can sleep. I sheep now. I should point out that I never did actually make those solar panels that I talked about because I realized I didn't actually need them. My system's able to keep up actually pretty well. This backpack does take up all the energy of the bat box, but all I'd have to do to fix that is just attach another one at the side for the system to fill up, which I could very easily do. Now, you can, I mean, it's sort of spoiled here, but what I'm going to make next, why I went to the nether, is actually a jetpack, which you can make pretty simply. So the first thing I need is another one of those electronic circuits. So I can go like this. There we are, electronic circuit. And then I need, oh right, I need these. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. For another bat box, which also needs wood. So I can go like this, and I guess that's a wire. There we are. And then I need an advanced circuit, which takes glowstone, redstone, and lapis. So if I put this here, and try and remember how that actually looked, because I've instantly forgotten. There we are. Advanced. Excellent. And then I could go advanced, bat box, refined iron, and glowstone. Now I have the electric jetpack. So I will put this back in here. This is so unorganized. It's actually terrible. But I'm too lazy to fix it. This is kind of just like my current working mechanical stuff, mechanical, whatever. It doesn't matter. This is just what I've been working on. Anyhow, put this in here, and the electric jetpack will fill up with power. Now, here's the sad thing about this. This backpack is great. It powers my tools, and I'll probably keep this on me at all times in the event that my tools actually run out of power so that they can fill up. But the thing is, I can't have this with the jetpack. And also, the jetpack won't be powered by this. And it also, I believe that the jetpack actually holds less power. So what that means is that if this jetpack runs out of fuel, I will just fall out of the sky. Or if I don't happen to fall out of the sky, I will just be left with an uncharged jetpack, and I'll have to like really painstakingly run everywhere. So I'll have to look into a potential way to fix that. That said, the solar helmet and the static boots actually both work on the jetpack as well. So I can continue to generate electricity for it at will. Now I believe this should just work. Oh, there we go. And then if I hit M, I think it is, or maybe like Control. One moment. So, according to what I just quickly read, apparently if I hold there we are. So it kind of, I don't think it actually, I'm not sure that this actually works how I would think it works. Is it just supposed to like slow down your ascent, I guess? But either way, I now have this. I wonder if I fall. Ooh, okay, I do take falling damage. But that's okay. But either way, so with the solar helmet and the stack boots, I think I can actually sustain this for a pretty long time. So what this means is that I'll be able to fly around and find things that I want to get. So it makes me move very quickly. So I can go and get some spruce wood for when I want to ever like expand my house or, whatever I need. It'll make going to the nether much safer and much easier to perform and do. So that's great. And at a certain point, it may actually be worthwhile to get some armor other than the jetpack. So, because the solar and the static help sustain it, but I don't always need it. There's a price of maneuverability and ease of access. But, like, there's a question there of risk versus reward, where I could go into the nether and theoretically go for a pretty long time. There is also the fact that in the nether, the solar helmet doesn't actually help me at all, I don't believe, because there's like a constant roof over your head, there's no sun, right? So I might work on getting some armor. But before that, I want to get more stable power and also set up some more advanced machines, which leads me actually to my next mod. So there's this really convenient desert out here. I think in the future, this is where I want all my mining operations to be. But before that, I'm just going to set up a little bit out actually here and start quarrying this volcano, because I want what that has to offer. I want the basalt so that I can use it for building in future, and also just generally, just as a test of the power that a quarry can have. Now, there is one thing, which is that a quarry will actually be completely undone by lava. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some water actually here so that it'll flow down and cause the whole anything that the lava touches to be turned into obsidian. That way it will just go without issue. Or at least that's the hope. But yeah, so I'm going to start making that uh so on. Anyhow, this is all long-winded. God, do I even want to keep this? Kind of a spoiler, isn't it? But this is very satisfying to be able to fly. I mean, gosh, I look I look great. Terrible, but great. All right. Okay. Sweet. You can actually slow yourself down. I was worried that this thing would like not register braking, because there's certain things where you don't stop the momentum that you take by halting. Like I drop from up here, the momentum that I have coming down can't be halted anyway. But that doesn't seem to be the case, which is really nice. But either way, there we are.